So, feet together, toes together, and let's take a bow. And feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, hips tucked, shoulders relaxed, spine nice and long. Breath into the belly. Find the vertical. And out gazing backwards. Open the chest, rotate the hands, look over the shoulder, and back. And again. Oh. Back to center. And swimming dragons. Just separating the hands. Back is rounded, hips are tucked. And separating heaven and earth. Stretching, looking up, and back to center. And bend forward. Straighten the legs. Roll down. And relax. Release neck and shoulders. Keep breathing. And come back up. Hands on kidneys, lean back. And back to center. Knees bent, hips tucked. And again, straighten the legs. Roll down. And come back up. Hands on kidneys, lean back. Back to center. And again. Straighten the legs. Roll down. Come back up. Oh, knees bent, hips tucked. And one last time, swinging from foot to foot to open the hips. And straighten the legs. Oh, roll down. And gently swing. And back to center. And come back up. And hands on kidneys, lean back. And back to center. And carry the tiger. Reach up. Hold, basic posture, hips are tucked, knees are bent, spine is vertical and lengthened. Breath is in the belly. Hold and drop. And cow gazing at the moon. Palms out. Twist. And lock between the hands. And release. Back to center. And 9 ghosts drawing swords. And elbow to the knee. And come back up. And twist. Look over the shoulder. Back to center. Back to center. And play the peep up. Shift to the side, turn, forehead to the knee. Back to center. And horse stance. Squat and push the knees open. And sitting up. Bear shaking its tail. So turn, sweep to the opposite direction, look over the shoulder, back to center. And opposite side, sweep. Again. Alright. And now squat. And shift. And shift, toes up. And shift. And back to center. And walk the feet in. Ooh, all right. So, let's move on to the 13 postures. So I'm nice and warm. We've been looking at the legs, at the arms, connecting all of this. So, let's do the 13 postures. Bring all of this together, meaning this awareness of movement coming from the core, the bounce, right? The energy drops down to the feet, rises back up, and how now that same energy is being expressed by the arms, So we're going to just connect to all of that, keeping it nice and soft. Again, we're going to give ourselves license to sketch out the form instead of being precise, right? Because again, we're going to go back to going through the form precisely, but here this is more about the feeling of it. So give yourself license to mess up. Give yourself license to not be as precise in the moves. Keep the focus on how essentially the lower dantian and the middle dantian, so that how the hips and shoulders are moving through space, how the feet are expressing that intent. I'm going to call out the breath only at the beginning and let the rest of the form actually be done at your own pace. Again, you want to focus on the feeling of all of this and let everything else be softer. The main idea is to become sensitive to your own body, right? Which is why some of these moments of alone time where you're doing the form by yourself, is what you're really working on is sensitivity to your own body. What messages is your body sending? Which ones are useful? Which one can you use to self-correct? Which is why we're going to start with the center. How does it feel to move the center? And in this case being lower dantian, middle dantian, and then the head as the upper dantian as it stacks up along the vertical in the channel, right? So how does that feel? How does the body feels moving through space as your focus is on those 3 points? All right? So nice and relaxed, nice and slow. Focus on the feeling in the body. So 13 postures. Feet together, toes together. And hold. 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 Ho. 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 All right. That felt nice. As our attention shifts more towards the center, right? So it's the core moving through space, with the legs supporting the core and the arms being an expression of that. This is where it gets more and more important to have that comfort on that one leg, right? Because you want to have the sense that the arms and the legs are empty. They almost float through space, right? Because what's really happening is the core is moving, and the core is expressing energy, and then the arms are an expression of that energy. So that the arms are transparent to the energy; they're conduits for the energy. Same with the leg, right? So that the empty leg, the one that's not supporting the weight, has that same sense of freedom, of movement, that same sense of lightness, right? So that's where the foot can go anywhere. That's where we can bring the toes in, because this leg is empty, so the foot can turn and point in any direction. So having the sense that the center is moving through space, there's a leg which is supporting it, connecting us to the earth, and the other leg is open and free. Right, so comfortable in that one-legged stance, comfortable in all these places. Right, so even when we push forward, we're almost immediately back. We can go back to one leg. We're rarely, actually, we're never 50-50. Right, it's always transfer from one leg to the other, stepping 100% on the other. So the minute the weight is transferred, the other leg is immediately feels free and light and can go anywhere. Right, so that focus on the center should bring also a sense of lightness to the extremities, both arms and legs. Right? So really getting that sense of the looseness, the freedom, the lightness in the leg. The same way there's a lightness in the arms, and the arms can float and move in any direction and go in any direction. Right? So one leg is the support, the other leg is free and floating. The arms are free and floating. So there can all be an expression of the intent and expression of the energy connected through that one foot going up. Right? So that's why it's so important, especially at the beginning when we were doing the walking exercises. Of just simply walking and paying attention, bringing the weight onto that one leg and then to the other. Just very simple, just simply stepping and having that step be within the range of the hip so that you're not falling into that front leg. Really bringing all of that. It all comes together, all of these exercises, all that idea of the vertical connecting the foot, going through the body, connecting to the crown. All of that comes together in the form in these moments where if you've taken the proper step, shifted, now you're properly aligned, the leg is free. Right? So it's this is where it all comes together. So then from here is where we can now go back to the form and add precision, because we've developed that lightness right, in the rest of the body. The rest of the body is free, so now we can go, okay, let's be a little more precise as to where exactly we put everything, because everything, the rest of the structure is now correct. We have the feeling in the core, we have the feeling in the center, everything is light, everything can go exactly where it needs to go, move the way it needs to move. All right, so let's finish up with Celestial Tiger. All right, just to keep that flow. So Celestial Tigers, repeating 3 times. And raising the arms. Ho. Palms down. Ho. Palms up. Ho. Pointing out. Ho. Palms out. Ho. Hands over the head. Ho. Drop the arms, open the chest to the heavens. Ho. Reach back. Squat. Ho. Hands up. Ho. Ho. And again. Ho. 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 Hands over the stomach. And bring the feet together. To the side, find vertical. And let's take a bow. All right. And the class continues at hiddentaichi.com, so go join over there.